The 3 fighters reached out to me, and they did, one of them reached out this morning, and the other 2 were, yesterday. Say, hey, are you sure everyone got paid? And I said, yes, everyone got paid. They're like, well, because we're fighting in London, if this fight gets canceled, we want to know what we should ask for. Should we get our full purse? Should we just get our show money? Like, if they're going to ride this all the way up to the end. And I told them all this the same. I told them all, except for the one this morning. I told the first 2. I said, when I was supposed to fight on the last Strikeforce card they were supposed to have, it got canceled. And I was supposed to fight Carlos Fodor? Fodor, yeah. Is it Carlos or Carlo? I think it's Carlos. Carlo. Okay, it's Carlos.
Carlo Fodor.
Carlo Fodor. I was supposed to fight him. We were a week away from the fight. Camp was done. I just got done sparring my last training session. And then the UFC called. And they said, hey, we know you've been training for your fight. Like, the fight's off. We canceled it. They paid me $10,000. I was supposed to make $120,000. Yeah, it was a big difference in pay. I didn't even get my show money. I didn't even get my show money. I look, but the bottom line is they didn't have to do it. That's the thing. From what I understand, like, until you make weight, they don't have to pay you. No, so they didn't have to
cancel the fight on you.
So I tip my hat off to them for doing that, for giving me, the $10,000. But it was that like, when I'm trying to talk to them, I said the circumstances were different. It depends on when the fight goes, when you get to London, if it even gets to that far, if it takes place. Do you weigh in? Do you not weigh in? They're just simply saying, like, I'm concerned that we may not fight. And the concern is that if they don't fight, that they're not going to get paid. And if they're going to get paid, do they weigh in? Then they won't get paid if they don't weigh in. Okay. These are all just circumstances that are just different for even the promotion to deal with. I understand where the UFC is coming from. I thought it was kind of, even though I am concerned about the safety of the fighters and what they potentially could take home to their kids or their grandparents, their aunts and uncles, whatever. It was nice to tune into the fights today and be like, hey, At least there's something on TV. It was. Yeah.
Ashley Evans Smith, who fights in London next week, she said that she's going she knows she's going and taking the risk of not being able to come back, by being quarantined, and she's willing to take the risk. And she said her manager told her that UFC's confirmed they'll cover any expenses related to the coronavirus.
Yeah, so. No, that's not the point. But this is the scenario of where you need someone to look out for the athlete, because the athlete's going to do that every single time. It doesn't matter. The athlete has worked their ass off to get to that point. They're going to do that. I was one of them for years. Like, fuck it. Whatever, got dropped in sparring. Fuck it, I'm fighting next week. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to do that. And that's, you need the promotion, and you need your corners, and you need to make sure that something is confirmed with the promotion to say, hey, are we really going to do this when we get there? If you guys have the connections to figure this out before we go there and I'm stuck in quarantine, or before we go there and the fight's canceled, am I getting my show money? Am I getting my win with it? What's going on? I want to make sure I'm out for the fighters, man. I really am. Yeah. I really am out for them, and I'm out for their families. I want the best for them.
London's the one that you really, that's the one that's like, oh, that one's got problems.
I think a lot of the internet, they were already in Brazil when all this stuff started happening. So that they were like, look, we're already balls deep in this. Let's just stay the course. But London, though, they have that opportunity to stop it now and not go, or go and see what happens, play it by ear, But you're there, I don't know, the travel, you're on a plane. Remember, you're stuck in a tube with, say, 150, 200
I'm
people.
Looking at just that, they say that word, quarantine.
Dude, that sounds so much fun.
Dude.
Fuck that.
They say that word, I'm like, oh, man, that's not good. Think about it.
Yeah.
If you fought, let's say you fight and then you try to fly home, and you fly into, the Bay Area, we'll say, and they take you and put you in a tent and say, here's where you're going to stay for the next 2 weeks.
100% agree. Okay.